Okay, I am live. Post this on Twitter. X. Nobody calls it X. I'll never get used. Posted. So, pretty tired. But let's stream. Let's stream. And play some music. Maybe play some games. All right. All right. So I had a fun stream last night. I did a second stream because the gentleman I rated, guy, I don't know, it just somehow worked out that he wanted to hear me play. I was like, let's do it live. So he turned on his stream, turned on my stream, and a bunch of his followers showed up. That was really cool. And I don't know, he seems like a way awesome guy. Amazing voice. His name was like Sky Citizen. Yes. Let me look up my stream manager real quick. Because there was a bunch of follows I missed. And I broke the 300 barrier. Now I have 300 followers. Cool. So yeah, Sky Citizen Des followed. AD Casualty, Double Cheese Fries, and the whole Ness. Give me a follow. So that was really cool. Cool of them. Sky Citizen, shout out. 21 viewers. So always raid. Always, take the chance. Always get yourself out there. So that's the name of the game this year. Just put yourself out there because, sure, a lot of this is dictated by luck, but I mean, luck really only matters when you roll the dice. Hey, what's up, KD? Thanks for stopping by again. I appreciate it. What's up, Peepo? Talking to you on YouTube's? Nah, man, we follow the same people. I introduced you to Rico. Yeah. I'd recognize your name. Yeah, I just wanted to show that I've been watching. So I've been watching too. You've been practicing Thin Lizzy for like 3 hours. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, it's funny. I am watching. Rico is awesome. So there's this channel. I discovered her, I think, on Twitter. Or maybe she like found me on Twitter and sent a message. She's just like this super nice Japanese woman who plays electone. And she plays a lot of JRPG music, specifically from the E series, which I'm a huge fan of. and Sakura is also a fan of too. Like we're a small niche group of we gotta stick together because we're like dying breed, you know. So she plays this instrument. Is very she's a crazy sweet person. Honestly, like she's unique in terms of like the covers that you see online. I'm gonna jam. Here we go. I'm gonna jam. I'm gonna jam to her track. Here, the final battle from East One. That was in a different key than I'm used to. Play some stuff. How's everyone doing? I was doing a little bit of strategizing today. Trying to figure out what I want to do this year. The little boost I got. So here we go. Vacant interference. What's up, the wholeness? And KD had a question. How did I overcome the sweep picking wall? I'm still climbing it. So when I started, I had to learn what was the idea behind sweep picking. So, I discovered Yngwie Malmsteen. I was like, oh man, I want to play like Yngwie Malmsteen. And so one of the things that is like his signature technique is kind of these so those little things like that, or like songs like Demon Driver. So those little like arpeggio sequences. So I first learned what the chords were. So I like, Eddie Van Halen, like the tapping stuff. So I learned like, oh, okay, so like there's a root, third, and a fifth, for like a triad. So I was like, all right. And then it's like, well, okay, start with a two-string arpeggio. And an easy, or at least a more simple arpeggio sequence you could learn from. Deep Purple Burn, maybe. And the other thing is, it's not really sweep picking. It's not just all down. It's a series of picks. It's not just sliding the pick through. So sometimes I alternate. Sometimes I, do all down. But I try to give each note its zip code. I start very slow, Okay. Favorite metal interlude? That's a pretty broad question, but I like let's see. Well, I like a lot of Yngwie's like arpeggio sequences. There's one from Alcatraz. It's called "Too Young to Die, Too Drunk to Live." I can play that one, but yeah. So start with two-string arpeggios, and then work your way to three. And did Mitch ever play GURPS or Savage Worlds RPG? We probably have played a GURPS style. I mean, it's like a universal system of RPGs or tabletop. We probably have done. So yeah, sometimes I'll do alternate picking. So like that's a down, up. Now doing all down. I guess if you have choices you could do with the arpeggios, I think that's the bigger thing. Like you might be better at one style of like sweep picking, or at least the umbrella of sweep picking, than others. One that I struggle with is like the one from Bigfoot and Alcatraz. It's like this two-string one, and it's like all downstrokes. And there's also Trilogy. So I don't know. It's tough. Like, my hands aren't even like warmed up. They're feeling kind of wooden. Any advice for those with small hands that can't reach across 6 frets? I mean, I use my thumb. to like do chords and stuff like that. You know, or like there might be some finger shifting that I have to do, or like hand position stuff. So you have to start very slow. And then experiment with like different ways. So don't just do that, but mix it up, you know, add a little half step in between, you know, before the arpeggio. What about like a rockabilly rhythm? Let's play some Yngwie. Might warm me up. Might warm me up. Far Beyond the Sun. Go down instead of across the frets. I mean, yeah, like, you know, like there's no one way of fingering. Yngwie does the A minor arpeggio like this. I don't do it like that. I do it kind of the four finger. It's just the way I learned it, because I don't know, and I don't even think it's necessarily the best way of doing it. You know? Oh, reaching from a... Oh, can't reach across 6 frets? I don't know, just try, man. Jakey Lee uses like his thumb, like he does like that kind of thing with his thumb. I don't know. That's tough. That's really tough. Yeah, Brian Setzer's just special, okay? And you will find your voice sometimes imitating your heroes and failing at imitating your heroes. Because then, I mean, there's so many stories where, you know, I like see all these guys, they're like, yeah, I was trying to learn this song and I ended up learning it wrong, you know? But like they found like their thing through like poor imitation. So I think that's, you know, it might be a technical thing where it's like, oh, I just can't do this. It's fine. Fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You don't need it. You don't need it. It's not that important. You don't have to do it. I know there's like a riff where, you know, I've been like trying to learn for like 20 years. You don't have to. You don't have to learn that riff. You don't have to learn every riff. Fun though. Keep trying. Yeah, there's a lot of shit talking that goes on here. They give me a hard time. I just need kinder viewers. Been jaded for so long. um, let's see. Left favorite left-hand speed building or warm-up exercise. Honestly, so this is kind of like, I hope this doesn't come across as like a cop-out answer. I don't really like everything. Well, you know what? There's two schools of thoughts. There's no exercise and there's only drills. There's only like, I don't like, it has to have a point, has to be musical. I generally take a song that I really like. I try to learn, make everything an exercise. Or, you know, that's like a Steve Vai thought, like make everything like a drill. For example, there's a little riff in here and it's just a single string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a 6-note. So, and depending on what fingers you want to use, maybe you use 4. You might want to use the 3 fingers. And I'm in like a minor. F sharp minor. I mean, it could be anything. That's a simple one. It's just a 6-note phrase. So something like that, you know, that would be something I make an exercise. There's like the like this part, I generally kind of flub, and it kind of comes across a little bit messy. And it's like, okay, F sharp minor, 1, 2, flat 3. I explain intervals and like, you know, like how to spell out scales in my starter pack, my Patreon. And, but very simply, take the major scale, you know, do, re, mi's, yeah. So I go do, re, mi, do, do. Okay. So that's very simple where it's, you know, I'm just going up an octave here, but I'm just adding this connector note. Okay. So, you know, kind of messing it up, but so, and a lot of that, like, kind of those connecting ideas, that I learned from watching Yngwie play this live, watching different concert footage where he would improvise. So I love his improvisation, and I think he's one of the best at improvising. Always plays it a little different. One of his signature songs, and I just thought that's cool. I want to be able to play to very complicated music, but have new, unique expression within each little feature. You know, I want to make it its own, like, one for one. You know, like I want to make it, you know, and take a chance. You know, because like I could play it the same. I could play it like the studio. You know, but I think it's cool when you come up with a new way of approaching, like you know, you don't have to just necessarily play fast. Long notes, sexy. Gotta play, you know, get in there. Like, you have this cool phrase where it's like, yeah, I worked on this really fast arpeggio section. It's like, man, enjoy those long notes. Really enjoy those long notes. It's cool. I don't know. Enjoy everything. Enjoy everything about the song. Let's see. Let's play Jet to Jet. This one has a this has a great interlude. Even a great metal interlude right here in Jet to Jet. So this one, it's taking a scale and just like doing a sequence where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then going up a string. I can't do Make a Bet from Black Lagoon at 200%. You know, I'm not that fast. I'm not that fast. And honestly, I am not that fast. There are people who are just, they burn. They burn. Here we go. Jet the Jet. Alcatraz. This was Yngwie's band before he did solo. Ever play Crying from Trilogy on stream? Yeah, I've played that one before. That's a fun one. So, one other thing that I think helps with sweep picking. So, understanding triads, okay? So, like, let's take C major. So, the C major triad, you need a root, a third, and a fifth. What are the notes of C major? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. C, skip the 2, you got E, that's your third. Skip F, that's G. C, E, G. I use my fingers, okay? Very simple, you know? Yes. So that's how you find your root, third, and fifth. Okay? Now, C, C, E, G, Do, Mi, So, or whatever. Now, something that like Ingve does. You go through the inversions. And so now you have like more that you can play. You got this shape. Then you have this one. And you have this one. Now, the way I would explain these shapes, I mean, this one's kind of, it's a new shape, you know, if you know your basic chords. Maybe it's kind of like an A minor thing. And then you got this F chord shape. Then you got the D chord shape. Okay? So learn your inversions, how to connect them. That's how you get it. You hit a wall with sweeps a long time ago, early in playing, and I got too fast for a metronome, at least it seemed, but not fast enough to play it at full speed. I'm going to break that gap from like 60 to 100% speed with my right hand. It might be an issue of like how tight you're holding your pick. Sometimes I find like, seems like it isn't the right technique with the right hand when you do it super slow. Yeah, you may change how you like hold your pick when you're playing slow. So that's like, and that you can't really control that, or rather you can, but like you're gonna probably play things differently slow than fast. Fast, you tense up, you know, things. You know, it's kind of like your instinct kicks in. There's like a train, like when you train, your trained instincts. That happens because of your repetition and placing yourself with resistance. You can't always practice slow. You have to try at the breaking point of where you're kind of messing up. And testing, you know, faster speeds. So I wouldn't say it's always good to just go 60%, then 65, then 70, then, you know, all the way up to 100. I think sometimes you got to try at 95 after going from like 70. Sometimes try that, you know, just because like you may learn different, you know, like there might be something that like kind of clicks in your mind or in your hand of like, oh, okay, this thing is happening. And you have to be very critical of what mistakes you're playing when you play them. So like, it isn't just, oh, I don't have the ability. It's, no, there's a reason. Maybe my hand tenses up. when I'm playing this fast. And so why is it tensing? What muscle is tensing up? And it's like, okay, well, what if I do something to kind of relax my hand a little bit? You know, can I hold the pick differently? Do I have to hold it this way, or am I holding it sideways so that it's like catching on things? You know, there's a whole lot of, there's like a check, you could kind of go through a checklist of like, what is like preventing you. It goes from basically picking to sweep out of nowhere virtually. So that's just like, okay, so in string transition, that's the issue. And I'd definitely recommend starting with 2 string arpeggios, then 3, then 4, and then like kind of the hybrid arpeggios where you're adding notes in the scale. And you know, if you're adding like picking or tapping or other things, you have to isolate each part. You may want to break the arpeggio in half and just focus on those little transient things, and get those strong, get those stronger, and then go back and then start from the beginning, you know, maybe slower, things like that. That would be how I would tackle, you know, more complicated arpeggios, things like that. Okay. Okay. Um, Here's a good example of like a picked arpeggio. It's not sweep picked, swept, not swept, sweppy, Swepperton. Man on the Silver Mountain, Rainbow. Yeah, I have trouble with this at times too. I don't do all down picks because it's like I tense up. And like sometimes I'll just mess it up. And sometimes I just don't care, you know, like I'll just, you know, I messed it up this time. Play through. Like I'm feeling very tight today. I'm feeling very tight. So this is probably like good to like kind of show a little bit of maybe how I could fix it. Make it sound a little better. Because you might not be 100% every day. Might be 65 and then like 85. Get a 20% better performance. Good. So here I'm feeling like maybe my pick is kind of messed up. Like I'm holding it wrong. Now I'm like playing it too slow. It's like, nah, I don't really. Sounds bad, man. All right, so let's play it. Let's play it. Sometimes playing a song, some muscle memory corrects things, maybe. Somehow the arpeggios sounded really good, even though when I was playing by myself, it sounded terrible. Like, did you notice that? You notice how bad they sounded by themselves? So your band will also cover your mistakes. That's also good. You know, sometimes you can still get a paycheck if you play bad. Yeah. Well, and like you rely on things too. Like you hear certain audio cues and you get used to using those as like a crutch, and maybe it gets you in a headspace where you start to like relax a little bit. When you're playing on your own, you have to make that music yourself. That's why I talk about having your core be your count. This is how you gain kind of your own rhythmic independence. You know, you gotta bounce. You gotta feel that pulse. Screaming my name, come and make me holy again. I'm the man on the scene. Yeah, you know, like something like that. Like you gotta have that, you know, because we're playing on your own. Like you want to relax, like you don't want to move. It takes a lot of energy to play music. It's not just your fingers, not just your ears. It's your whole body that plays music. Should be. You have to totally be invested in a performance. You have to be completely focused. Now, you may go, well, Ross, I'm already doing that. I'm tensing up. I'm focusing really hard. I'm looking at my fingers, everything. It's there's a whole lot of stuff that goes on with the psychology of playing. And I've been in that scenario where I don't know a piece of music full confidence many times, many gigs, and nerve wracking. Very much, there's a ton of pressure, especially if there's girls watching. It's a whole other thing. It's like you don't want to embarrass yourself. Like you want to play well. You want them to be like woo, you know, like you want to impress them, and it's just like I don't know. You have to find the little world. You gotta find that world inside of you to just like relax and jam and to like that's that's what I'm talking about with like I mean this is what having your core be your count. That's what it's going to help with. It's going to help you relax and find and reset center. It's like losing your spot is something that can happen at any moment, and it can throw off either a very small part of the music, maybe even where it's imperceptible. You don't even notice that there was a mistake. It might even have made the song sound better in a way because of, you know, little artifacts that happen in your playing. You know, like there's bootlegs of like performances where I try to imitate the mistakes because I thought they sounded cool because it was different. And it was like, oh, you know, maybe it was something, and it sounds natural to you. But you got to be able to find your center. You got to be able to reset. Because you know, mistakes. It's just a one mistake. If you got your pulse and the rest of the song well, you gotta just have that constant. Okay, I'm resetting, training your instincts. If I mess up, I prefer to throw the guitar on the floor and stop off stage. I prefer throwing it at the tech. Okay, in Minecraft. Here's one you know. I know, I know, I'm never learning it. I'm never learning it. Sometimes there was a song I was playing. It was like a Frankie Valli in the Season song, and like it was like that dun 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 dun, and like I was playing like the bass line and like the piano part on guitar, like doubling and tripling them, and like played it for months, and then like eventually my music manager was like, "Hey, can you listen to this song real quick? Can you tell me what you hear? Can you listen for the guitar?" And like there was this whole like dun 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 dun, dun bah, bah, bah. Like there was this like rinky dinky janky thing that I just didn't hear. Because I was learning like 50 songs, and that was one I missed. Because I was like, well, I'm just not gonna learn the song in time. Like I just learned what was the easiest thing to pick up. This part I hear and it's like I got to listen for the part that's like easiest to pick up now. You know, if I'm learning, like you guys throw a lot of songs suggestions at me, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this. Only got so much bandwidth. okay? I just needed to listen. I just really needed to listen. Sometimes I just like go on like, what's up, Slack? But all right, so here we go. All right, here's kind of a redo for Sakura. Been wanting me to like learn this breakdown for maybe like 3 years, maybe 4 years. Yeah. I mean, it's a little better. A little better. A little bit better. It's a little more in key. Close enough for government work. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Let me grab a Coke. Maybe a water as well. Still here. Yeah. Got myself a little bit of a chocolate almond milk, a Reese's cup. Yeah. I just feel like setting it up right now. Give me 3 years. 3 years. I'll make some original music and put it up there. I got like some stuff. I should probably like have a button I could just press or something, turn it on, or have a file ready to go. Didn't expect that I'd get up and need a Coke. plan. Okay. Oh yeah. So there was the Banks Chord art contest, Sakura. I won. I won the music category. There was only 2 music submissions. I won. It wouldn't have mattered if there was 200 though. Would have still won. So, an original song. Hey, maybe I will get a ring because I got my first Maestro tier patron. Peepo the frog signed up for the Maestro tier. So he's taken lessons with me before. I'm very excited to start that up again. And yeah, so that my Patreon is a guitar, mostly centered around guitar lessons. And if you're wanting to become a face melter, there's many different tiers. You could just give $5 to support me, and I'll put your name at the end of videos. I'll do something. Maybe you know, I can't say anything that I can't like promise right now or anything, but I should like consider like giveaways and things. Um, Maybe like anybody that's like $5 patron gets entered in like a give something. I got to figure out how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Hey, Eddie Van Haskell. Just plugging the Patreon right now. But this $10, the starter pack. What this is, few lesson videos geared towards beginners. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see in that playlist. But that is all the basic instruction of understanding the fundamentals. How to read music, how to play, the names of the notes, how to do different bends, mechanics, playing some certain scales, kind of the thought process. How I like train my ears to learn music. All covered in the starter pack. And I'm adding to it. The higher tiers, there's the bonus videos, the expansion pack, and then clinics. You get critiques, and you get song priority, and you get you know, there's the one-on-one lessons. So I'm looking to get more students. This supports the channel. I appreciate anybody here, even just to chat or just to watch. Yes. Yes. Play Fate from Final Fantasy 14. A Realm Reborn. A good idea for a video would be learning all the notes on the fretboard. I actually cover that in the starter pack. Do I have need to learn that guitar? Pick it up and get my starter pack for all the basics. Gotta finish Stormblood and do the raids in Stormblood and unlock the weapons refrain. Go die, did the same thing for an hour. It'll be a blast. Yeah, I gotta get back into Final Fantasy soon. I'll probably have some time coming up. Well, let me see. Okay, I've done the Monster Hunter event stuff. Um, yeah, at some point. Check out the song Monkey Bars by the band Coney Hatch. Dude, Eddie, you always send like he's like I don't know these songs, but it's like it's awesome. I'm gonna go to Japan soon. Maybe I don't know. I might go the end of the year. Might go to the end of. I'm planning next few months minimum. After TwitchCon. Oh, so I was talking with my friend, and he lives out in Vegas, and we're probably he's not a streamer. He pops in the chat. Taisho Bushido Blaster, and I want to we were gonna like hang out in Vegas for a week, and I'm thinking of getting like an IRL streaming backpack and like setup, and like go to shows and go to different like places. I was like, hey man, like it's gonna be goth week. I'm gonna go to all the goth places, and like there's like a goth bar or like Vamp or something. They got like pretty good bands that play there, and um, but like also we used to play in a band together. I'm thinking it would be really cool if we like try to record a song, maybe a couple songs, and then go out and like gonna go to a 7-Eleven, throw some ramen around. Yeah. So, the goth kids from South Park. I try to just think of hot women, you know. But yeah. But anyway, so probably gonna I don't know. I think it would be cool to go and hang out and like try to make some music. Like we used to play in a band together. He's always talking about playing music, and then go to TwitchCon. Because we're wondering how we should like do this because like TwitchCon is gonna be overwhelming. He's not a streamer or anything, and I mean he's mostly just I just asked him, hey, you want to come with me? He thought, hey, that might be fun. So anyway, October IRL streams, Vegas, and then TwitchCon, stream from TwitchCon. What do you think? What say you, chat? This gives me like Kiss vibes, like early Kiss. When did this song come out? So I might not be able to actually. I mean, I could bring an amp and play it in like a hotel or something, but like, um, I think at TwitchCon itself, I think I'm not allowed to have like amplifier, even if it's like a pocket one, because I'm not like partner or something like that, or it's just I don't know against the rules. Am I super nocturnal or am I across the Atlantic? So my schedule is completely reversed. So I'm on the East Coast, but I've been staying up like all night. So I've been going to bed at like noon.
Count the cards by the monkey bars. We've got a job in the sun. Everyone's a joke, go out to con. We drove for miles and see lots of trees. Swinging stars, count the cars by the monkey bars.
Yeah, I can't be streaming when Sakura's not here. Swinging stars, count the cars by the monkey bars. Monkey bars, swinging stars, send up those bars by the monkey bars. Let's see. I had a. I don't know if it was a joke. I think I had a joke. Oh, so this song's called Monkey Bars. Like Alex B's song. You know, Fish Tank. This has got to be Alex B's song. I think Worlds Collide's really good. It's time. Oh, Slackbud gave the link. Oh no, it's the link. You guys know what this is? Maybe. It's what is it? The smoking hash and doing cash or whatever.
This is Jay Baker, the clam, motherfucker. Find them motherfuckers. Straight shit. This ain't no fucking. What up, bitch? Yeah. Smoking hash, spending cash. Smoking hash, spending cash. Bitch, shake your ass like you was teaching the class. Smoking hash, spending cash. Bitch, shake your ass like you was teaching the class. Smoking hash, spending cash. Bitch, shake your ass like you was teaching the class. Smoking hash, spending cash. Bitch, shake your ass like you was teaching the class. What? Bitch, bitch, bitch. Bitch, do you like me? Call me bitch, you bitch. Well, bitch, shake your ass. Smoking ass, spinning ass. Bitch, shake your ass like you was teaching the class. Smoking ass, spinning cash. Bitch, shake your ass like you was teaching the class. Smoking ass, spinning cash. Bitch, shake your ass like you was teaching the class. Bitch, like bitch, so that's all I got. That's all you got, motherfucker. You know, bitch. Yeah, clan, bitch.
Bacon and hydroponics.
That was a Smoking Hash, Spending Cash by Bed. Written by Jay Clambaker. Jason Beef. Can you believe it's only been played 137 times? Ooh, Trigon's good. Sir, I would also watch and thumb up all your regular 4 to 30-minute videos. Your stories are super valuable. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That definitely helps. Any comment I get on those videos also helps. I think if it's positive, that like does a little bit more too. You know, put it on in the background and mute the tab if you feel like it. Not the actual video, but mute the tab. That also helps. It counts as like views stuff. Like not that you have to game the system or anything, but I appreciate comments and if you watch videos, if you got something out of it, or if it was just entertaining. If you have questions, if you have like a story, like or like maybe some kind of, I don't know, like maybe send me a message. Maybe send it on my X or Instagram or something, or just YouTube. Leave a comment of like what else you would like to hear. Like maybe a situation or maybe a technical question. I want to make videos that you would want to watch. And don't game the system, but really game the system. Life is like a video. Let's try again. I'm gonna try remember. Something like that. I'm trying to remember it. Try again. Here we go. Here we go. I have YouTube of that I played pretty much perfectly. So I forgot it. CW もに気をつけて頑張ってほしいです。What's that? What's that? 山下さん。こんにちは。ありがとうございます。ゴールデンウィークも健康に気をつけて頑張ってください。はい、ありがとうございましたね。山下さんも気をつけてね。じゃあ今、いろいろアニメ曲をしています。I'm playing various anime music. 私のライブ、楽しんでください。So, enjoy the live stream. I forgot it was Golden Week. I'm a few minutes behind. I ordered food, but I love the guitar and I'll stick around if you start gaming. I might. Let's play some Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy music. I'm gonna try to kind of stick with some kind of more anime and video game stuff right now. Check it out soon. Oh, you know what? I haven't played Find the Flame in a while. Final Fantasy 16. Good one. Let's do 4. Boss theme. Making plans for Nigel. Let's hear it a little bit. So I use 9s. I use Ernie Ball 9s for all my guitars. no matter what it is, even if it's good or bad, just to keep things simple so I don't have different gauge strings. Kind of like the Einstein Steve Jobs thing where you got the same shirt or whatever. I just use the same strings. Nines are readily available. Doesn't matter that much. That's just what I use. I generally keep things in standard. I used to play a lot in E flat. I still do to some extent, but generally nines and standard for simplicity's sake.
We're only making plans for Nigel. We only want what's best for him. We're only making plans for Nigel.
Play some Castlevania.
Nigel just needs that helping hand. And if young Nigel says he's happy, he must be happy, he must be happy, he must be happy in his world. We're only making plans for Nigel. As this future in a British steel. We're only making plans for Nigel. Nigel's whole future is as good as sealed. Yeah, and if young Nigel says he's happy, he must be happy, he must be happy, he must be happy in his world. Nigel is a nice spoken man, he likes to speak and he loves to be spoken to. Nigel is happy in his world. Nigel is happy in his world. We're only making plans for Nigel. We only want what's best for him. We're only making plans for Nigel. Nigel just needs this helping hand. And if young Nigel says he's happy, he must be happy, he must be happy, he must be happy in his world. We're only making plans for Nigel. We only want what's best for him. We're only making plans for Nigel. Nigel just needs this helping hand. We're only making plans for Nigel. He has this future in a British steel. 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 We're only making plans for Nigel. 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 Nigel.
Suno Kyandi. Cool. Kakoi. What's up? Os. Genki kai. Yo, do desu ka? Yeah, This song I didn't really care for that much. It's just kind of didn't really change a whole lot, and I wasn't like it has some interesting little textures and stuff, but like doesn't really do much for me. Like I don't like hate it or anything. It's just like the song, the song. I'm sure some people love it. Kinky, いいね、いいね。今からなんかもっとアニメ曲います。なんかビデオゲームと、なんかキャストベニア、悪魔女と、いろいろビデオゲームの音楽をいます。ぜひ、なんかおすすめがあれば、遠慮しないでくださいね。カナダから日本、was it 日本の the something learning難しい。読めない漢字難しい。カナダから日本の皆様へ挨拶と祝福を申し上げます。そうね。ありがとうございます、エリさん。日本から世界の皆さんにgo. Hard. It's hard to hear. Let's try this. Pekkaman.
誰かの傷ついた心が孤独な空で燃え上がる愛を知らない瞳が求める闇に隠されたリズ抱きし
That was interesting. That was like Judas Priest with the Japanese lady. Yeah, that's like the best kind of band. Have a nice day. Mata ini koreru you ni channel something. I sub you. Oh, arigatou gozaimashita. Suno candy ne. なんか、また来てください。なんか、日本語、喋る機会はあまりないなので、登録しました。OK、登録。感じ。subscribe。また来てくださいね。Hey Ross, if I got a 4-button switch, connect it to my fractal floor unit thing, I think I'll be able to use it solely for changing the amp channels, since there's 4 channels. You mean like the A, B, C, D, like amp channel thing? 日本語うまくて、びっくりです。ありがとうございました。なんか、15年前に日本に住んでたんけど、もうね、たくさん忘れちゃったけど、まあ、来てくれたら、練習機会がある、もっと上手くなりますね。I mean, I suppose that would be a way you could switch channels. I'm sure there's a way. I don't. I haven't, thought that far. I'm pretty basic, like I would just kind of. I'd have my presets already and just use the banks. I'm on Twitch as well. Yeah. Oh yes, follow on Twitch. Yes. Yeah, it's Ross Dixon Ellis on Twitch as well. I just got 300 followers, and thanks to some raids I've been doing, and new people showing up. Great. I'm happy. I'm really excited because I want to do this more. I want to do this like full time. So I need to fix my schedule. I need to release a lot more videos. But I really appreciate everybody that's been supporting me so far. Whether you're just a viewer, if you're commenting, if you have requests, if you subscribe on my Patreon. Matakimasu. See ya. Ja, mata ne. Sugi ne. Yeah. So I definitely greatly appreciate it. So I'm trying to balance what I'm doing and trying to stay busy. The live streams have been getting more people, which is really awesome. It took a long time. Am I learning? Am I learning how the internet works? Is that what's happening, or like? Because I don't know. I think I'm learning. No, Snow Candy, and thank you. Arigato. Wendy's or Burger King? I'm a Wendy's. I go to Wendy's more often. But honestly, I don't even like either anymore. Arigato gozaimashita ne. Twitchy follow. He is to master the smoking hash song. Maybe that's helped. Maybe that was like the voot that I needed. Time frame. If you're earlier, more Europeans are awake still. The Europeans always want to show up, don't they? Arigatou gozaimashita ne. What is that? You never really buy McDonald's food, you just rent it for a little while? What the heck? That's funny. Bloody tears. The spectral interlude version? Let me hear that. Oh, ZX Spectrum. Wanted to try that one keyed a little bit lower. Title song of Double Dragon is good, yeah. There's see. There's like a little bit of a pitch difference here. Let me hear this. That's a cool one. I like that intro. Okay. Okay. Oof. Oof. I think bits and stuff have like alerts. I think those work now. Because the follow chimes now work. I need to add like fun little effects. Maybe I'll do that when I get the new computer. But like, I've seen some streams where you use channel points or maybe like bits, and it like adds fog and different visual effects and like, you know, lighting stuff. That would be fun. That'd be fun to add. There is a channel on Twitch, and I was completely blown away with this guy's production. If you want to check out like an awesome channel, guy named Grim, like Grym. He's in this like pirate skull suit, or he's a pirate skull guy. Let me not, you know, he's real, the real undead pirate captain guy who plays guitar. He plays heavy metal music, and he's in this like MMO world, this like realm of sort of lava, and like the viewers are like bone. They're like skelly men, and they fight, and like there's like a dragon, And yeah, on-screen Kappa. It, different effects. But yeah, this guy Grimm. My goodness. Production level. So I'm thinking I need to make a channel like that. I'm like, it inspires me. Hey, I want to make a channel that looks like that, where it's really fun. But maybe instead of an underworld pirate skeleton hellscape, maybe like a swimsuit edition beach anime waifus, goth anime waifu, setting. And yeah, so that'd be the oppai senpai. Okay, all right, that's maybe the world. That's my MMO world, like my dream, what I would want to make. Okay, so I need to figure out how to make that. One, how to make thousands of variations of big booby anime women that I could just like have all the viewers suddenly take the avatars, and then yeah, different interactions. Oh, and like he like walks around the world too. Like I don't know, he like turns into the character. It's crazy. His level of production is insane. Grim on Twitch. One of the best channels I've ever seen on Twitch for like music, especially. He's got it down. Like that guy has a thing. That guy has a thing. Question was, so like Dead or Alive beach volleyball, but also fighting? Yeah, I guess there could be like, yeah, butt battle. Like there should be butt battle. Or can they be clothed like normal Dead or Alive? So yes. So both, yes, fighting, butt battle, swimsuit, and clothed normally. Everything. Have everything. Maybe yeah, just I don't know. I don't know. Gotta have as many um yeah, like just imagine. Like this is like JRPG world behind me. Like Dragon Quest. And then you know, it's just like, oh, Dead or Alive, you know? And then like got like Soul Calibur, you know? And then you know, just like every you know, Tifa. And that's the stream. Pretty good? Pretty good? I think it's pretty good. Then it like moves around, you know? I think that would be pretty sick. That's the world I want to live in. Italian government Zoom call. Once I start streaming on Kick, maybe, yeah. Okay. I think I want to pull out the acoustic for a bit. There's a song I want to learn. It's from FF14 I was hearing today. Very pretty. It's a nice song. Old Charlian? That's the one? I need to figure this one out. I liked it. I liked how it sounded. You did say you wanted to go on IRL streams, go on Kick and become a nuisance streamer. The Nautilus knoweth is what is, I think. It's just like acoustic one. It's old Charlian theme. That's the one. The Nautilus knoweth. Oh, is this like a super long one? Okay, well maybe I'll learn parts of it. But a couple people said you have to learn this. Maybe somebody tabbed this out. The night thing. All right. Let's hear this. Figure this one out, shall we? I'll try to get part of it. Sounds like D sharp. Gonna have to play D sharp. Do I have to capo? I don't want to capo. I'm never capoing. So okay, so we got D sharp. We got like it's like F. It's like an F sus 4. Oh, okay. That's pretty. That's very nice. So it's super loud. I'm kind of hearing like G sharp, and this like D sharp over G, F minor, and like E flat. Oh, so nice. So it goes to E flat and then it goes to D diminished. Japanese chord progressions, man. Might have been an E flat major 7. Oh, I was talking about this the other night. I think it was like moving chromatic bass notes. Something like that. I know I'm starting and stopping a lot. I'm just a chord progression. A whole lot. It's very nice. There's a little line here. Where is it? Okay. So, good point here. So, I was having some trouble finding that little thing, and I still probably am playing it differently, but I mean, if you're finding your own way playing a song, which I think you should find your own way of playing songs rather than learn stuff note for note, unless that's what you're directed to do. The reason is you and again, this is like with the condition of you're learning the song correctly, but like you're finding your own expression. And I think you might memorize things better through this style of repetition, because you're drilling and you're trying to find the proper fingering. So you should go through, single notes and find the harmonies. And then if the fingering is a little bit awkward, you don't have enough space or wherever you're running out, try different strings, try different, before you do this, the faster you get at like finding the right combination. So, and I think you might become a more creative player doing that because you're constantly challenging yourself with trying to solve problems musically. Whoa. Okay, that last section was like nuts. That was nuts. Um, they're chords. They're chords somewhere. Somebody has the whole thing with like chords, I think. I could read this. Yeah, I got one. It's Kemono. It's this old Charlian. Okay, looking at it. me see if there's a backing track. I'm gonna have to like learn. I kind of feel it, you know. This song kind of reminds me of the beat. How deep is your love? You know that song? It kind of reminds me of like chorus of How Deep Is Your Love, which is one of the all-time great songs. It reminds me of that. Maybe I'll learn this. Spoken is excellent. Well, that's an interesting little. Ooh, sorry. Sorry, the battery's dying. Sorry. It's starting to chirp. Starting to chirp. Poor acoustic is starting to whine. Need to change the batteries. uh, oh my gosh. Yeah, I like clean reverb. What's up, Cinema? Been seeing Kick putting a lot of musical talent in the past couple months. Do you ever stream on Kick with Restream? I have not. I have not. I like made an account, haven't done anything with it. I've just been focusing on Twitch and YouTube. About it. Maybe one day I'll get the premium and stream everywhere. All right. So let's maybe raid out. Raid out on Twitch. Buddy who does tattoos and I got put on the front page. It's cool. Cool to get on the front page. Okay. Let's take a look. May or may not be on tomorrow. So this weekend I need to drive up to my brother's, Northern Virginia. Got some strategizing, like career planning I'm gonna be doing. And oh, you know what? I missed that on-screen celebration. I didn't even see the Kappa. That. Oh, and yeah. So I'm gonna be been going into small streamers and promoting them. That's good. Good. I'll have to consider that as an avenue. Um, yeah. So I'll probably be off. I might stream a little bit tomorrow, but Sunday and Monday maybe not. Um, maybe I'll put up a video. Maybe I could do that. Um, but yeah, I need to do some planning. And yeah, and we should get back into the normal schedule. Well, yeah, probably not really. Yeah. This has been good. I don't know. Channel's been growing. There's been more people showing up. The raids have been helpful, and if they're 1 or 2 person raids, it's what Twitch is for connecting with other streamers, trying to build kind of everybody up. So, so let's see. I'm gonna take a look around. See. Um, here we go. Asuna karaoke, Japanese karaoke, singing Japanese and anime songs. Take a look. Let's listen.
I think we have like too many redeem right now. I don't think I can add any. We have to remove something, isn't it? Kind of curious. Yay.
Okay. Yeah, let's rate her. Let's go for it. All right. So here we go. Asuna karaoke. Ask for make a song request. When's the last time I went to Japan? That was like 15 years ago. 14, 15 years ago. I lived there. I want to go back, so it's been a long time. Um, thank you. Trying my best. So here we go. Rating out to Asuna Karaoke. See if I can raid. Oh, I can't. Can't raid. Dang it. Maybe I need like a minimum amount of people. Um, person has 329 viewers. Special Vanessa Fiesta Rave. Vanessa Lopez. Probably won't. I'm looking. Trying to find somewhere to raid. Art to this. Let's try this guy. Happy Chugs Day. I guess he's playing a lot of requests. Hi, Rain Man. Let's raid this guy. All right, here we go. Make a request from this guy, you know? All right, be kind. You guys have a good day, good night, everything. Till next time. Peace.
Neil Ross, thank you. Cheers, thank you for the raid.